Now what I'm going to do is click on the topmost layer and then make a new layer on top of that. And let's call this mist streams. Just made that up right now because I didn't know what to call it, but it's very similar to like a stream. So let's go ahead and over here on the toolbar, what I'll do is set this foreground to white, and I'll zoom in here a little bit closer. We almost need a little bit more room. This is kind of a wide image here. But what I'm going to do is select the brush and turn down the diameter here, and then start to paint on the bottom, something like this. Now these don't look very impressive just yet, but I'll show you what we're going to do here. You don't really have to be neat with this at all, because we're going to apply the zoom to this image, or to this mist streams layer, just like we did with the zoom blur layer. So something that looks like this. And I'll zoom out, and then same thing, I'll select the bottom portion just at the sea level right here. There we go. Or close to that anyway. I can move the arrow keys on the keyboard to move that down a little bit. Then I'll come up here to Filter, Blur, and select the radial blur. And with the good, I'll turn, good. With the zoom, I'll move this up a little bit, right about there, and let's try this out. Okay, I'm going to probably select or unselect that, because it looks like to me we're going to have to use the entire image. Let's try this. Yep, there we go. And I can apply that one more time. Okay, perfect. And then I will select the bottom portion, filter, distort, twirl. And now we have these wavy little streams here. And I'll just have to make sure that we're going in the same direction as the other waves. But these streams are a lot different. I'll show you in just a minute what we're going to do with this. I'll go ahead and click OK. And the whole idea with these white streams is that we're going to apply something. It's a filter that will create this, or create these lines in the mist. And so come up here to Filter, Other, and select Maximum right here. And we can adjust this by moving this radius value right here. You see that? And what I can do, I can come up here to zoom in a little bit. And by just adding a little bit of radius with this, you can see this is before. And by adding just a little bit, we can get those nice fine streams in that, which is really hard to get, or really hard to create in Photoshop otherwise. Look at that. It's more of like a silky kind of look. I'll go ahead and click OK. And then what I'll do is add a layer mask on this layer, because obviously there's areas that we don't want, and we can just paint black. Black is the foreground. And I'll come in here and just erase away some areas. And I think it's a little bit too bright, so we can just lower that down. And let me try that again. There we go. Look at that. Sometimes I start moving on this thing so fast that I forget to click on certain layers to make sure I'm painting on the right layer. But there we go. Let's zoom out. And it's the fine details that matter. You can see this is before, and now it looks more kind of glassy. But if we have those streams, then we can enhance that effect a little bit.